thank you for bringing that up, because I do find that a lot of party members, one of the first things when you talk to them, they will say, "Oh, party really welcomes diversity of opinion," right? And this is true of not just the PAP but other parties as well. They will always be keen to mention this, right? And my response is, why did you join them? Why did you choose? I mean, you were chosen, of course, but why did you also choose to join them, right? That means you agree broadly with. And why not just say that, right? Why not just say that? Why be keen to emphasize the diversity of opinion first? And I guess also that's to show that, oh, we are not just foot soldiers. We have different opinions, we have minds of our own. So yeah, do you want to say anything on that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you, and of course, there's probably some diversity of opinion, but yeah, I mean, you sign up to join, you vote the way you're told to vote. I also think that part of so I was actually involved in editing and supporting Sharon George and Donald Lowe in their book PAP versus PAP.
Oh.
And the central thesis of their book is precisely that there is this diversity of opinion within the PAP, and that the best way forward for Singapore is to strengthen the perhaps more liberally minded or equality minded elements of the PAP. So I find this a very interesting book, and one that I thoroughly enjoyed working on. But I personally disagree with some of the assumptions in that central thesis, in that there is an assumption a lot of people that PAP can be all things to all people. There's diversity of opinion because they are pragmatic. They have no ideological boundaries. Whatever you want them to be, they will be. So just keep voting for them and hope for the best. I think there's sometimes this mentality. And you also see it in like this vision that, oh, if only Tharman was in charge. If only Tharman was in charge, everything would be different because his secret heart is so nice and he's not the mean one. It's just the way that people think, right? I mean, I'm not convinced. I think that they do have ideological limits. I think that my experience with them, especially on things like housing for single parents, and anything to do with a more redistributive, like entrenching a more redistributive system, I do think it is just outside of their ideological limits, and maybe people are happy with that ideology, but it doesn't not exist. It does exist. Yeah.
Right. So thank you for bringing that up. So I mean, I do not want to. I rarely ever say that I disagree with Professors Sharon George and Donald Lowe, but I'm with you on this. And also, the strand within, and it's mostly within our kinds of circles, right? Where they say, if only Tharman was things would be so different, right? And then even some people, right? And I won't mention this because they are my friends as well. Oh, Tharman has been sidelined and all. If you're sidelined and you're deputy prime minister, that's not really a bad sidelining, right? So we have recreated this image of Tharman, and I like Tharman, so no problems. I just think that we should not like recreate an image of him which doesn't jive with reality, right? Because it's clearly the PAP is a cadre party. You rise through the ranks if you broadly agree with the ideological assumptions, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be there to begin with. You definitely wouldn't be the deputy prime minister, right? So, and nothing wrong with that. It's just that I think people who are imagining him to be someone he's not, I think also they're clutching at straws, right? Because because they crave and they are starving for change so much that they say this, right?